An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. Welcome back to the second Rookie Roundup for 2020 Korean Idol groups. Today, we're checking out the second subunit of an established boy band, BtoB for You, redefined girl group Cignature, and boy groups Cravity, DKB, and Drippin right after the drop.
루키 라운드업 쇼 스타트.
Hey y'all, the first group, BtoB for You, comes from a boy band that's almost 10 years old. BtoB, a group we'll be exploring soon enough since they began with the letter B, has two subunits, and this one made its debut on November 16, 2020. The Hyung line group, also known as the four oldest members of BtoB, released an enjoyable EP called Inside on their debut date. So the 4 in the subunit's name is both for the amount of members as well as the intention of being for their fans. I never actively listened to BtoB songs despite their longevity, so if this subunit is any reflection of what can be expected from them, then I'm looking forward to their discography. The melodies are pleasing and the album is organized in a nice fashion. This is a true reflection of knowing what works within the K-pop world. Coming up on their first anniversary, girl group Cignature made their debut on February 4th, 2020 on C9 Entertainment sublabel J9 Entertainment. The 7-member group is new, but 5 of the members were once members of Good Day, which was active from 2017 until 2019. Their sound reminds me of JYP Entertainment Group's Twice and ITZY, but at their earlier stages. Lots of playful production choices and whimsy with very unified vocals. If you appeal to youthful sounds, they're a fun consideration. And Cignature gained lots of positive attention last year. My introduction to them was by way of their 3 Mnet Asian Music Award nominations, so perhaps they'll be around for a while. Debuting from Starship Entertainment on April 14th, 2020, 9-member boy group Cravity came to win. At least that's what I heard. They've a sizable fan base already. They popped up on a YouTube video shuffle months ago with their song Break All the Rules, and many of their fans have asked if I've checked them out yet. Beyond that video, no. Hopefully by the time we reach the C-name groups, they'll have a larger body of work to explore, but I can say that they are able to surely compete with other fourth-generation boy bands. They've not carved out their unique sound yet, not from what I gathered from their first 2 albums of their debut year, but they are playing the musical field and giving various styles a try. It's the way of many groups before them and many thereafter. Their sound is catchy, and there's room for much to anticipate. DKB, let me just check and see what this stands for. Dark B? For what? For what, Brave Brothers? Okay, the first group to debut on Brave Entertainment in the past 7 years, the letters stand for Dark Brown Eyes, which I can only hope ties in with the Korean proverb I don't know of yet, because it was reported in 10 Asia that, quote, those who have it will reach out to the world, end quote. You know, I asked y'all last episode to run me over, but now I'm asking that you pick me up off the gravel and just toss me from a cliff. I just said I was going to accept these names as they are, but I can't. My eyes are dark brown. Am I reaching? I guess an English language podcast about Korean popular music developed and hosted by an African-American female host is reaching out. Oh my, okay. Now that things have gotten a little meta out of nowhere, Dark B has a loud sound. Wow. That got wild. Anywho, Brave Entertainment had the 9-member group release 3 EPs between February and October 2020, and the production is loud. Not disruptive, but in your face, which is Brave Brothers style anyway. If you had had the opportunity to experience the popular outdoor malls and shopping spaces of large Korean cities, then you're aware that many shops blast music into the streets, hoping to attract a youthful audience. All the Dark Bees albums should be blasting outside of a clothing store in college town Hongdae or along Hyundai in Busan. There's an aesthetic to their sound that comes from Brave Brothers' aesthetic, and that honestly guarantees at least a couple of years on the scene. And last but not least are the Woollim rookies, Drippin. Woollim Entertainment's new 7-member boy band made their debut on October 28, 2020, and reminded me immediately of senior boy band Infinite. It's the same label after all, and Infinite are a force to reckon with, so if the formula isn't broken, it doesn't have to be fixed. Drippin's debut mini album, Voyager, is a smooth ride, and the album's name is particularly clever, as the English alphabet letter V doesn't exist in the Korean language, so Voyager would have been pronounced with the B sound anyway. Boys on a voyage into the music industry. Nice! Though the album is only 18 minutes in length, it feels like it ends too fast. These young men are in good hands, especially since Woollim is technically under the mighty SM Entertainment umbrella. Time will only tell if Drippin has a long stand, but of today's groups, this album was most pleasing for me. There you have it, a very general introduction to a few of the new kids on the scene. None are added to the respective playlists, keeping in fairness with providing them time to gain albums under their belts. Check in tomorrow for more Rookie Roundup. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye, y'all.
Your favorite foreign Korean music historian exploring all the industry from A to Z.
There's sponsored ads and social media hashtags, but this show is truly supported by the efforts of my Migualas, the most amazing fan base a little entertainer could ever have. Special shout out to my Patreon patrons, the student body, the scholars, and the staff who keep my vision of becoming your favorite foreign Korean music historian exploring all the industry from A to Z a real thing. If you're interested in supporting the growth of this content, please visit patreon.com/multifacetedACG. And for as little as $1 a month, you can get in on the magic too. Interested in continuing your support at the free $99 price? I'd love you for it. You can still engage with the show and me, your lovely host, when you retweet, repost, and share the show and use hashtag A3 and the word day. Please consider leaving a few stars or a review on Apple Music, iTunes, IMDb, or Podchaser to keep things growing in the right direction.